Okay, well, let's see just how this. And I'm blinking. No one will be able to hear me because I have muted myself. Hello, I'm now unmuted. And I turn my unmuted and unmuted. Okay, unmuted my uh, anyway, good evening. 17 minutes late. Regardless is present. And will be you will be one moment. Yes, the technical difficulties going on. But at least my thoughts, I think, will be heard. Is this Mother Sharon Elizabeth? And I am speaking to you from way out in the hemisphere. Uh, you see smoke going on because I didn't be able to see smoke yet. But there's my red uh, it's in clothes on fire. With special birds and awesome. And things that I'm sure that people who are familiar with clearing a room and keeping an energy at its highest level are familiar with. Now this, as you can tell, whoops, let's get the visuals going here. Oh my gosh, there she is. Hello there. Hello, hello, hello. And yes, that's me in all my glory. It's a goddess on the loose. Okay, again, good evening. This is Reverend Sharon Elizabeth. And smile, Sharon, smile. I'm not used to being on the camera, people. So bear with me on that. Okay, I hope that this is something that is not going to, well, eyes are glossy. What can I say? This is moi. Now all the smoke can be seen. The gathering of the goddesses is more or less something that Spirit, Holy Spirit, the goddess feminine energy, has been pressing upon me to go forward with. There are other goddesses involved in the production of this. Not present at the moment, but that's okay. This is the month before the opening of the Lion's Gate. Now, the Lion's Gate, in case you're wondering, I'm sure that there has been a lot of information out on the metaphysical circuit, we'll say, that has been informing people about August 8th. Whenever August 8th is around, there is a Lion's Gate to be observed, and all sorts of things take place. It is a stargate. Some say that it is a stargate that is connected in what we call the sun. And on the 8th of August, because that is the zodiac time frame of the lion, Leo. It's called the Lion's Gate. Through this particular phase of our activation for ascension, the Lion's Gate becomes very, very important. It becomes something which people who are familiar with and who work with it, they pull certain levels of energy from it and they utilize it to manifest uh, higher levels of awareness, higher levels of third dimensional materialism. It depends. There are a lot of different groups that recognize this particular time. Now, we just went through July 4th, which was a gate that was open, powerful energy. Those of you that are light workers and that are on the front line in particular, you know you've been feeling that energy this month, these last few weeks. Oh my God, the first week of July is packed with emanations of light and dimensions opening and gates being accessed by people who do that because that's what they would like to do. It's either something they've been working on doing or it was their time, their activation allowed them access at that moment. From that first week, July 4th, which in numerology, 7 plus 4 is 11, another powerful spiritual number. The succession of gates opening, because there's more than one before it gets to August 8th, but there's a succession of gates that are opening rapidly and energies are coming back and forth. Some people have been feeling cleared. Some people have been feeling, pardon me, a little more stressed out. If you're on the front line and you're one of the light workers, you know that there have been days when you wish that you could just hide out under the pillows and stay there for a little while, at least until the end of the month. Uh, I know, been there. Another important date is July the 22nd. That's this Sunday coming up. Extremely important portal. I mean, radiant energy coming through. Uh, thereafter, there is another portal opening, gate opening on July the 31st. Okay, now keep in mind 722, that's 7 plus 2 plus 2, that's another 11. And then 731, the 31st of July, another portal, major portal before we get to the gate itself. 7, 3, 1, 11. Then we have August the 3rd, which is also another 11. All of these are gates, dimensions, portals of dimensions that are opening up, taking us farther into the Lion's Gate, which is 8-8. And this year it's 8-8-18. So you can, if you're familiar with welding the energy or wielding the energy, I would suggest spending the days and the times that you become aware of this in meditation. Whatever tools you use for your meditation, that's a great time to pull them out. I'm pulling out numerology, which is one of my favorite tools. Today, July 18th, was July 18th, 2018, with a 9 straight through. 7 plus 1 plus 8 plus 2 plus 1 plus 8 No matter how you boxed it up, wrote it out, I'm not too familiar with some of the terminology for uh, lotto or whatever those things are. But however you calculated it, today was a 9 all the way. And that was a very important vibrational frequency coming through today. So if today was just a little bit more rainy than it usually is for you, then keep in mind that your frequency of energies interacted with the frequency of energies that are coming through. And that's for anyone. And when you start feeling like maybe there's a few clouds coming around, just find a spot to sit and meditate if you can. It's not always easy, especially if you're at work or if you're in traffic. It's not necessarily the easiest thing to do, but it can be done. The Goddesses Network, I'm going to start calling it, is one that is very, very, well, let's put it this way. It has birthed or begot another network, the Mystery School of Healing, and that will be taped on Thursdays. Once a week, there'll be a new lesson. It will be private on YouTube so that only people with the link will be able to access it. Oh, and I need to mute myself right at this particular point in time. Hold on. Oh, you saw my cup of tea. And you see the smoke coming. And we just want to get this going. 1 second. Be with you in 1 second. Okay. I could hum, but I immediately started talking after I introduced myself. And so, sorry about that, because I will do a short chant, let's say. In the meantime, what I'm going to introduce is the numerology system. As I said, numerology is one of my favorite tools. And just 1 minute while I get that set up, I'm going to give you the formula or the format for calculating your names, birthdays in Chaldean, not Pythagorean. I'm starting to favor Chaldean, so I'm going to share that with you. And here we go. Oops. Okay. And here we are. I will get used to this. I really and truly will. I'm trying. Okay. See the smoke in the background? Okay. So, I think I just found another button to play with. Okay. Nope. Doesn't work that way. Alrighty. And so what did I just do with that button? Let me undo that button. Okay. And it's not working. And I was showing just a moment ago, and I did something and I turned it off. Uh, okay, I don't know what I did. Now, there I am. Okay, alrighty. With the Chaldean, or Chaldean, it depends on how you pronounce it. Uh, the configuration is just a wee bit, let's see. So we do it different from the regular Pythagorean. It's a bit more in-depth. It really is. Um, and what I'm going to give you in a moment, as soon as this lovely machinery responds to me. I don't fuss at computers anymore. I'm starting to think they're sentient beings. But yeah, what's going to happen with that is I'm going to give you the formula for calculating your own numbers, and then I'm going to give you the definition of the numbers so that you are aware of what your number is. Because of the way it's set up, the Chaldean is a little different. For instance, in the Pythagorean system of numerology, I am a 5. However, in the Chaldean, I am a 3. And I really feel that the 3 defines my wonderful character. And so this is what I ascribe to, or am going to start ascribing to, as far as it's concerned, as far as being a follower of this particular methodology. If you have pen and paper, or whenever you get to view this, I would suggest pen and paper. Oh, okay. Suddenly my doorknob has become very interesting to this thing. Alrighty. Yeah, mind of its own, sentient beings. What I'm going to give you is the number that corresponds with the alphabet, starting with the letter A. Now, number 1 is, or the letter A is represented by the number 1. This is better. A, I, J, Q, and Y are represented by the number 1. B as in boy, K as in kite, R is in ruby, are represented by the number 2. C as in charming, G as in gold, L as in love, S as in sapphire is represented by the number 3. D as in diamond, M as in melody, T as in thank you, is represented by the letter 4, the number 4. E is in emerald, H is in Harry, N as in Nancy, X as in Zano, I'm trying to think, Xavier, that's a good one. And that's represented by 5. The number 6 represents U as in Ukraine, V as in victory, W as in what not. Or just what, it would be good, yeah. The number 7 represents O as in Opal, and Z as in zebra. Oh, that spells a word. That's Oz. The number 8 represents F as in friendly, and P as in people. And so we have we have a system that represents certain numbers. Now, the key to this is when you spell out your name, and please spell out the name that you're usually known by. Say, for instance, you've been christened Jonathan, but most people call you John. So use John, and then you would start out with a 1 for the J, and 7 for the O, a 5 for the H, and then another 5 for the N. And you would take that and add that together until you reach a single digit. And you would continue and with the first and the last name at least, unless people call you by all of your name all at one time. So it's more important to just know uh, John and Johnson or whoever, if that's how you designate your name, or if that's how you're called. From there, you would definitely add the first and the second or the last name. When you reach that digit, there are definitions for what your characters may be. Well, not your characters, but your persona, which will give you an idea of how you feel about yourself. This is about elevating your feeling of well-being, your sense of self. And so this is something that you would do, especially if you have it one of those days. Okay, I'm waiting on my computer. Sorry about that. I did promise a mantra, which I will deliver, but that's more than likely going to be about the end of this particular broadcast, which is okay. What I count on when I come on the air is that people who are going to be interested in coming on the air or watching or observing are going to be, are going to be interested in calming themselves at a certain point, a certain level. And so to that extent, I send out energy that will reinforce that. And I don't always recognize that for the individual. But trust me, as you can see the smoke behind me, know that I am sending energy to you as well on the airwaves for clarity, and for clearing of all energies everywhere, not just for my immediate environment, but for the environment of every soul, for the environment of the planet. And so I offer taking a deep breath. It looks like, there we go. There I am again. Okay. And it is just necessary, in my opinion, to share that clearing of energy with every soul. So this is what I endeavor to do whenever I endeavor to be in the presence or the company of another soul. Even if I am by myself, it is my intention to share the energy from the most positive points of light, shall we say, the most positive that one can imagine. Now, as far as the destiny of of the calculation of the numbers that as we've shared them, or as I've shared them for you, you would take your birthday, say for instance, July 4th, 2002, you add the 7 and the 4 and the 2 and then the other 2. You keep adding until you reach the number 1. Once that takes place, the number 1 in total, the definition of what your destiny can hold for you. And this, in numerology, one of the reasons I favor numerology is that the seasonal calculation takes 3 months. Every 3 months, there is a new season, in other words. And in every new season, there is a new opportunity for you to fulfill your destiny. So, should your destiny be a number 1 after you've calculated, say, all of your name or all of your birth date, your destiny number 1 would indicate that you're someone who likes to take control of things, likes to be in charge. Now, for the Chaldean and the Pythagorean, it's similar. They're similar in definition. The number 1 is basically of the individual who is, just on point, has to run everything themselves, but they are fitted for that. Their creativity and their strength of character allows for them to be successful, even if they carry a project or an accomplishment all alone. And we're never completely alone. Remember that. We are never, ever completely alone. However, a number 1 is more alert to just going forward. They really don't have any fear about anything. They just do what has to be done. They keep it moving. So that is the persona of the 1. Now, if your destiny number is a 2, it means that you're more of the diplomatic type. And you usually find yourself in a position of peacemaking. You like seeing unity. You like seeing people come together, and you have a particular power of persuasion. You're very tactful. You have skills on assisting others and resolving the differences. And you actually take satisfaction in being able to bring 2 people together or bring understanding together. It's something that you thrive on doing, and that's a good thing. All destinies are good, no matter what they look like. Number 3, if your destiny number comes out to be a number 3, It shows that your creativity and your optimism in life is extraordinary. You come in with the mindset of that being part of your job, being optimistic. You enjoy helping others gain, plateaus of power. That's a good one. You have a great imagination. You love to laugh. You enjoy laughing. You enjoy helping others. You enjoy living life, and you appreciate the life that you live. You always find something to be joyful about. You don't stay depressed very long. And as a creative person, you can quite possibly be someone who excels in the arts. You're a great writer, you're a poet, or an author, a painter, or a sculptor. You enjoy that. If your destiny number is number 4, number 4 is organizational. Now, I find that there is similarity in the interpretation of 4 from the Chaldean to the Pythagoreans. 4 apparently likes organization, likes to be able to assist in managing, and is very practical, which is a good thing. We need practical people. Yeah, that's definitely, we do need that. But this is sort of like the forte of 4, to be practical, to look and seek out order. It has to be in personal affairs as well as what's around you. Now, I know that there are people that are not too fond of the term anal. And I'm not saying that 4s are anal, but they do like to see organization, okay, in whatever they're building and doing. They like to see structure. They enjoy that, okay. And there is a certain amount of creativity in that. Number 5 represents a free spirit that finds fulfillment in embracing change. I like that. They don't hang on to yesterday. They don't cling, and they don't rush. Now, they also like a certain amount of order, but they don't have a problem with new opportunities, challenges. They love adventure, and they present themselves with an adventurous spirit. Someone that may be an extreme, but someone that enjoys mountain climbing might be a 5. The key to destiny for number 6 is a key. Well, this is someone who is very much into humanitarianism. You would recognize them as someone who is trying to protect the underdog. And this is what they enjoy. They enjoy assisting those who appear to have less or feel less about themselves. They bring that into their own lives as well, but not enough, because they can get carried away with being a warrior for, what is it that they used to say? Protect and serve. That's the number 6. That they enjoy being of service to others, and to the point where they might even sacrifice themselves. An admirable quality, however, please, if you're a number 6, focus on the beauty and the love within you and the harmony within your own life. It is admirable to be able to protect and serve others, to be of service. I like that myself. However, don't forget to protect and serve yourself. There's 9 of these, so we're going at a good speed. Basically, you will fulfillment in teaching. In other words, and 7 being a very spiritual number. Teaching, natural born teacher. And you pursue not just knowledge, you're usually sharing what you find out. You like to be able to make others aware of the knowledge that's available. You write, you teach. I'm going to stand up for a second. Okay. You write, you teach, you enjoy bringing, I lost the word I was looking for. But you enjoy sharing your life with others. You're in the sciences and the mysteries, even the occult. Anything that's filled with fields that allow for the fascination of discovery. Knowledge is just, when you find something that is, how shall I say, when you come across a piece of information that excites you, just that it's new, that it's something no one else is familiar with, that's ecstasy to you. And that's a good thing. We need teachers like you everywhere. We need more disclosure of what's going on. And number 8 as a destiny number, someone who is focused on being successful in everything, not just in work, but in life. Not just in life, but in diligently presenting achievements. You like to be able to reflect the achievements of authority, achievements of personal recognition, achievements of financial success. You're a go-getter, almost to the point of being a number 1 in retrospect, but you are definitely someone who is going forward in accomplishing any job well done. You just are focused on doing the work well, whatever it is. And that's a good thing. Number 9, last but not least, as a destiny number, you basically, you know that that's a very spiritual number as well. And when I say spiritual, it comes with a frequency of vibration, an energy that resonates with the hierarchy of electromagnetic frequencies, the vibrations of which can assist you in focusing on your best qualities. And if your number calculates into a 9, that means that you are so happy with being able to share compassion. You have a kindness of spirit, and you have a generosity in that kindness. You are just marvelous to observe. Absolutely. Uh, in that it's easy for you to forgive. You have the understanding of what that means, being able to be forgiving. It is the number one priority in achieving a higher level of consciousness. So if you have difficulty with forgiving yourself or others, you may have reached a barrier in your spiritual development, not because you deserve to, but this is something that you have to let go of. You have to be able to forgive even the smallest things, large, small. You have to be able to allow your awareness to go forward. And the understanding of that comes with uh, the position of having a Destiny 9 number. Destiny 9 number is almost like, uh, it's almost like being at the very edge of the precipice of the next level of spiritual awareness you're going into, because you are able to forgive. Trust me, it is not an easy thing to do, even for the most well-informed metaphysical light workers that I have observed. It's still not an easy thing to do. And if you can do it, depending on how much awareness you've accumulated, information, experience, whatever, it will simply catapult you higher into your levels of ascension. That word. Spirit has been with me, and I acknowledge Spirit session with the goddesses. I'm very grateful for that. And so you know, of course, that most of this has been channeled through. What does that have with Gate? It has a great deal to do with the Lion's Gate. As the Lion's Gate continues, it's like my image is frozen again. As the Lion's Gate continues to open, if you can imagine a gate to a mansion that is slowly but surely pulling back, allowing you to take control, allowing you to share your energies. In order to do that, it would be most extraordinary for you to cultivate a tool. It doesn't have to be numerology. The best tool to accomplish this would be meditation, which we will engage in just one moment. But exercising your ability to focus on the light, to be in the presence of your entire self, of your sovereignness, is going to allow you to see and to sense and to download the information that's coming in during the period of the Lion's Gate. You are, whether you're paying attention to it or not, whether you agree to it or not, you are downloading, even now, most important information that is going to assist you in the activation of your ascension. There are some that believe we've already reached that point of ascension and we just are unaware of it. The Lion's Gate will assist in this awareness. So this is why numerology, well, meditation in particular, numerology and even astrology will be of assistance to you now during this period. I've heard a lot of people describe July as being a month to be leery of, and I don't think that that's fair, simply because the energy that's coming through the gates and the portals that are opening and have opened up can be for your benefit if you focus yourself, if your intention is for not just the highest good of yourself, but the highest good of the continuum. That energy can assist you in producing the the frequency of 7.83, which is generated from the planet itself, from the mother itself. And it assists in bringing about higher levels of discernment and understanding so that you observe this energy. Don't be frightened of it, because if you are frightened of anything, you of course will feed whatever lower vibrations that you're looking to avoid. So don't do that. Not if you can help it. Anyway, it is 9:03. I promised to be on from 8 to 9. And since the other goddesses didn't make it, that's okay. What you see in the background is a cabinet that I have of gemstones and crystals, etc., etc. There's selenite and so on and so forth. But what we're going to do right now is a brief meditation, a mantra. I suggest that you lower your eyelids. Don't close them specifically, but lower them, directing your pupils upward. Okay? Yes, I have small eyes. I've always had small eyes. um, Behind the lowered eyelids, you're going to direct your pupils upward towards the portal between the eyebrows. And take in a deep breath. In from the lower chakras or portals, your lower abdomen. Some call it the root chakra and give it colors. We surround this chakra with light, and we recognize and acknowledge the energy that we're pulling in from the lower abdomen, visualizing it as it travels upward through all of the well-known major chakras or portals, bringing it up in our vision to our crown chakra, which is not on our skull. It is just above our crown, our fontanelle. And we breathe. And breathing deeply, we say Om. And I'm going to orchestrate that Om with my tincture bells. Those of you who are familiar with the tincture will recognize the sound. And so it is. Om. 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. While breathing deeply, we center and stay focused in that which is for our blessings, for our highest good, as you are all gods and goddesses. Breathe deeply. Confirm within yourself your sovereignty for all that you do with the intention of sharing your light becomes a way, a pathway to the portals of light that bring you to the highest good. And breathe. Breathing deeply, holding for the count of 10, knowing that it is not that which is without you, but that which is within you that designates your highest good. You are powerful. You are brilliant. And any tool that you take into consideration to assist you in your highest good will work for you because it is your intention to master yourself as the sovereign who you are. And breathe. And to each and every one of you that may listen to this broadcast or that may feel the vibrations of energy that has been radiated through this broadcast, I wish you well. God bless you and keep you. Om Shanti Shanti. Namaste. And good night from a goddess.